Well, during the show, we continually see scenes of this OJ chase.
But
I'm
OJ
sorry.
wasn't
I'm
there.
sorry. I'm sorry. Roddy Piper's white Ford Bronco.
Yeah, yeah. It's going
Then
down
Goldust.
101, and we
Yes.
had a helicopter that was able to shoot all that. And thank God, you know.
Was that a little too campy in hindsight?
No, it was absolutely spot on. How's that campy? Come on, it's WrestleMania. It's Hollywood, please.
Okay. Just
How many
asking.
times has that same thing been used a million different times with other people? Sure, it was campy. But what's too campy?
I was just asking if this was, and you said no.
That's right.
Goldust pulls up at the arena. He's here to pick up Marlena. He's going to bump into Pat Patterson, who most folks thought was not with the company, but he's at least back for this weekend, as you
He
said. And
came for the wedding.
now they're going to continue the fight in the arena. And eventually Goldust gets the advantage. He starts kissing Piper. Piper's eventually going to grab Goldust's crotch and start squeezing. He's going to throw a knee to the groin and start spanking him. And then he rips the costume off, and we reveal that Goldust is wearing a bunch of stuff from Fredericks of Hollywood underneath.
From J.J. Dillon's closet.
You got to give me something. You can't just say that sentence and look at me.
I said he got it from J.J. Dillon's closet. You never seen J.J. Dillon wear garters and
No,
all that?
no.
Oh, I thought you were a wrestling fan. Okay.
Goldust wrote in his book he got it from Fredericks of Hollywood. So where's the JJ joke coming from?
Because that's what J.J. used to do. Whenever they'd rip his clothes off and shit, he'd always be wearing women's
Oh,
underwear.
oh, 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 yeah. Okay. Back in the day. I thought you meant like, I'm like, was JJ even here at that moment? I mean,
He
um,
was still there.
yeah, a little while longer. Eventually, Piper gets the win. Marlena's going to run away, trying to help Goldust cover up, and Piper gets to celebrate with his son Colton in the ring. It was Meltzer called it really good and had great heat, and I'm sure it meant a lot to Piper to have his son there. Did this feel like a celebration and a reunion? I mean, just having Piper back. I mean, he's at that time one of the pillars of this thing that built it, and he had been away and back and forth, and but a big WrestleMania moment with his son, that's a feel good deal, no?
Very. And for me, it was a happy moment for me because I love Roddy Piper. And I was glad that he was able to have another WrestleMania moment. And I was glad that we could accommodate and have Colton come out and be there with his dad. That was very important to Roddy as well. And I was like, that's not even a discussion. Of course you can't. So it was cool for me to have Roddy back in the company, and it was cool to give him that moment. I thought that was a special thing that took place.
All right, let's talk about the main event. I have gone on record, Bruce, as saying I think the Iron Man stipulation sucks. I love Bret Hart. I love Shawn Michaels. No doubt, two of the
Yeah,
best
I thought Four
wrestlers.
Horsemen sucked. So
What I like about wrestling a lot of times, Bruce, maybe the same thing I like about MMA, is I feel like I can get on the edge of my seat about it could end at any time. And, you could win or lose the match just like that. That's not the case with an Iron Man. And I find myself watching an Iron Man much like I would like regular season basketball. Let me just see the last few minutes. I don't have to watch the rest of it. Now, that's not to say I don't enjoy wrestling, but I just feel like there's no stakes and I feel like it's going to be more predictable. Sometimes in a basketball game, the last few minutes, there's going to be a blowout. That's almost never the case with an Iron Man. It's not like we're going to get down to the last 2 minutes and one guy's up 5-0. That's not going to happen. That's a
it
terrible
could.
over. It
It's got
could, but it
predictability about
probably never has.
it. It has.
Do you think where are you on the Iron Man stipulation?
I like the Iron Man stipulation. But then again, I like wrestling.
Yeah.
So I enjoy watching a good story be told over an hour, and being able to work a body part, being able to work on something, and maybe catch a fall here, maybe get up 2 falls, and then another guy comes back and what have you, or be up 2 falls in the last 2 minutes, and the guy has to scramble. I just enjoy a well-told story,
right,
inside of a 60-minute Iron Man match. And the story that was told that I think is lost on people sometimes is Bret's story was one of, he can't beat me in 60 minutes. And Bret, incorrectly feeling as the champion, I don't have to beat him in 60 minutes. So Bret is simply holding on to his championship, making sure, Shawn, you got to beat me. I don't have to beat you. You get to the end of the 60 minutes. No, he didn't beat Bret. Bret, bye-bye. I'm done. You didn't beat me. Gorilla Monsoon, no, there must be a winner, and we're going to do sudden death. And then Shawn beats him. It was, to me, a beautifully told story. One that was simple for everyone to understand. And you got a lot of ups and downs in it throughout the entire match. And two of the greatest of all time in that ring, doing it. So, yeah, I thought they did a great job.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what adfreeshows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-free shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that adfreeshows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. adfreeshows.com.